It's just like a pore minimizing primer on crack. They're doing exactly the same thing. It's the same thing. You already know what this is a dupe for. There's no hiding it. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna break it down and talk about all things dupes. L'Oreal has duped the Peter Thomas Roth. I have been enjoying this quite a bit underneath my eyes to take down any fine lines, puffiness, and even out my upper lid. I was calling this a blef in a bottle, and I just need to see if L'Oreal is doing better maybe, or if it at minimum competes. Luxury on this side, drugstore on this side. We're gonna go in with L'Oreal Revitalift Eye Bag Instant Eraser. And on this side, we're gonna use the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm Eye. You get about the same amount. This one is 23, this one is 38. Oh, weird, what? This is kind of cool. The L'Oreal one comes with a true, like kind of silicone fingertip, one of these that you're gonna smooth it under the eye. I actually think with this kind of a formula, it could be very, very helpful. So let's just get this going because you do wanna wait for this type of a product to dry and set. Peter Thomas Roth recommends 7 minutes. L'Oreal recommends a whopping 15. I don't know that that's like absolutely necessary. So we're just gonna take it. I kind of just like using my finger. That was maybe too much. It feels very, very creamy and very different than the Peter Thomas Roth. This one immediately has a little bit of stiffness in the texture. It doesn't have much of an emollient feel at all, where the L'Oreal does. Now this one is also a gel versus what looks like a lotion with L'Oreal. So they actually are quite a bit different. This is my bad eye, so I actually like using a little bit of this on this area, and it kind of gives it just like a little bit of a tighten. Immediate thoughts as I'm sitting here waiting for this to cook is that the Peter Thomas Roth is way more aggressive. I am feeling an actual tightening happen already. It's very stiff. It feels sticky underneath the eye. The L'Oreal side, I cannot feel at all. I kind of like it because my under eye feels so ridiculously smooth. All of those teeny tiny fine lines, just like, I don't even know, it just like, let's see what happens if we do this business. I am genuinely bewildered right now because I love the way the L'Oreal is feeling. It's just like a pore minimizing primer on crack. It's like doing the most. Still like this one. This is more goof proof. This is a $36 dewdrop from Glow Recipe. I did find a spot on dupe at Five Below, and I have not been adventurous enough to try it out on my face. Put on the hand, it is very, very similar. We're gonna use Doll 10. This covers everything and thin it out with these drops, which is the best way to use a bronzing drop in my opinion. I really don't like just smearing it all over the face and then putting foundation on top of it. Let's do Glow Recipe first. Just one pump. It's very bronzy. We're gonna do a little quick mix. Taking an SP1, we're gonna go in and stipple. That really does change the color of your foundation. So if you are wanting to warm up any foundation, maybe this isn't the best time of year for warming up a too pale foundation, but maybe you want to add a glow because you're feeling kind of pale, like this could do that too. And it is giving it more of a sheen. If you're thinking it, I'm feeling it. I look crazy. I know. I'm taking another pump, but now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, an EX2. Love that you can use these brushes wet or dry. We're going to go in and I'm just going to amp up the bronziness on the perimeter. It's not really doing much. So weird, because if I were to take this and just like, I'll show you just down there, like it adds a significant amount of pigment, but for some reason on top of the foundation, not really doing that. Same thing, a pump of Doll 10, Amora Glow, the Sunlit Serum that looks shockingly exactly the same as Glow Recipe. Like they're not even hiding what they're trying to accomplish here. Okay, so we went in with one pump there, mix, mix, mix. It smells identical. Like literally the scent is spot on. We're gonna do the same thing where we take one more pump, go in with my $5 version, and we're gonna go on the perimeter. This one is showing up much more. It's more potent than Glow Recipe. I'm surprised that I like this one, the $5 one, so much. I wanted to review this side by side because it is such a popular item. You see everybody doing bronzing drops, and I think you can get it done on a budget. This does not look bad. My Maybelline concealer went on top of both of the under eye bag reducers pretty well. I do have to say something that is shocking me. The L'Oreal wins just on the fact that it does give a little bit of tightening, but it is very makeup friendly. Didn't really do much to erase my line here, and that was just me kind of going off label. But I do really like it. My under eye over here is super smooth. We have another Glow Recipe dupe. This right here is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush. We have the Watermelon Pop Niacinamide Liquid Blush from Amora Glow. The applicators are identical. The packaging is identical. We're gonna go here and here. We go here and different color. This one is way more pinky. I personally just love a more controlled blush application. I don't know that I can truly get down with this kind of a product. I feel like I get too much everywhere. Like 2 dots is even too much. Fresh SP2, and we're gonna blend out our $5 side. They are doing the same thing. They're doing exactly the same thing. It's the same thing. I feel like even the color kind of blended out to being the same. Maybe I'm just seeing it in my monitor weird, but it does have the same kind of juicy, dewy sheen. Not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. First thought when you see this palette. Just right now, just look at it, just a quick glance, and you already know what this is a dupe for. There's no hiding it. Everything down to the creams here at the end is Patrick Ta. I had an expired palette that was just like this that I recently got rid of, and forgive me, I did not want to go and spend $70 on a new one to hold up side by side. I do, however, have this right here. So we're getting the vibe, we're getting the mood. Let's go on in with a crease brush first. I'm gonna go into this one right here and start on the lid. Something a little bit different, sweeping motions from the inner corner outward. Going for more of a smoky eye today. You can literally get such a great look just from a few blending motions and 1 or 2 shades. These are blending nicely, minimal fallout. The tone is translating like very elevated, minky, chocolatey, just it's so good. I'm now gonna take an empty EX5 and just make sure that everything is very diffused and blended out. Taking an EX6, I'm gonna go one next door a little bit deeper, pop this on the tip of the brush, and we're gonna tuck underneath and blend. Only to about my pupil. I don't want to go too far in. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing on the upper lash as well. Whoa, that is pigmentation station. Wow, we're going to need to pray for a miracle. I got really carried away there. It's okay, we're going for a full-blown smoky eye. We're going to go into an ES6, completely empty, and we are going to blend and snap.
Bend and snap.
And blend and snap. I'm not pressing hard, so I'm not harming the delicate under eye area. These fibers are super, super soft. This is exactly what this is designed for. So keep blending, 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 blending. All right, cool. I actually like that. Repeat on the other side. Very different look for me, but I'm into it. Taking a clean ES6, I am gonna go in with this guy right here. Not the brightest one, but this buttery vanilla shade. And we are going to brighten the inner corner. Going out, kind of meeting where the pupil is, just to really create that separation. And let's hit underneath the eyebrow as well, just right under the arch. There's something about this that I really like. I like it. I know I only used a few shades in here, but having a versatile palette like this that has all of your neutrals is so great. If you can get it for under 15 bucks, fantastic, versus 70. Before going into lashes, I'm curious if I can contour my nose with this palette too. Yes, I can. We're in a good place. We are at a very exciting point in this particular dupes video where I have some incredible lip options for you guys that I feel actually outperform the high-end version. So I have from Maybelline right here, Nude Lust. And you guys, when I tell you, you're gonna flip. This is Fleshpot on a budget. Nude Lust is a tiny bit darker, but they are the same tone. They both have a beautiful sheen. So if you're looking for that perfect peachy nude that Fleshpot gives, this one from Maybelline is perfection. I will side by side it. So we have Drugstore over here, like the most gorgeous nude. It is hard to find this kind of a nude. That's why I get so excited about it, where it doesn't totally concealer out your mouth. It looks really flattering if you just even want to tap it in the center. Versus like Fleshpot even has a little more opacity where I think it's harder to wear than the Maybelline version. But I thought this was a pretty spot on dupe that I was so excited to share with you guys. I'm going to show you the same thing with the Maybelline shade Bare Reveal. Little bit deeper. This is Bare Reveal, and it is so similar to Alpine from Hourglass. Now the price difference on these is pretty jumpy. Now Alpine is a little bit deeper. Bare Reveal it's still in that same color tone family. It's a little bit warmer, but they're very, very similar. So let's do Hourglass, especially on Hourglass over here. I have been loving this lipstick. There is not a thing wrong with it. I love the formula on Hourglass, and MAC is great too, but we do like to have options. This is Bare Reveal. Do I see? Bare Reveal is a tiny bit brighter, which I actually prefer. Hourglass wins on overall performance and formula, the packaging, the luxury, all of that, but Maybelline, it's very, very close. Very close. We're gonna blot off again so we have a very steady base. I'm going to reline with a little bit of Wherever Walnut. These right here, oh my goodness, the same. I love the texture of the NYX lip oils. They truly saturate the lip. The formula is shiny, it's long wearing, the performance is there. It is at the level of Fenty, and Fenty gloss bombs are some of my favorite in the game. So I'm excited that these two shades are the same. From Fenty, we have Hot Chocolate Heat. From NYX, Status Update. This one, it's not only the color, it's the texture. They're doing exactly the same thing. Vinyl shine, hydrating, glossy, long wearing. I would almost say on this one that the NYX is better just because the shine is a little bit juicier, if you can see that, versus the Fenty. They're both shiny, they're both great. Fussy Gloss Bomb is like one of my favorite products of all time, so I'm a lover of this formula, but side by side with this deeper shade, I actually think that NYX is doing a better job amping up the glam. This is something new from Beauty Creation, and it's a brand that I am slowly falling madly in love with. You guys know I love their single shadows, and they just launched new shades, and I cannot wait to get my hands on them. Pardon my ADD, but like this right here, they make great products, like really good quality products. And they came out with these liquid blushes, and everything was just screaming Rare Beauty to me. This one right here is Virtue from Rare. And then this one from Beauty Creation that is a fraction of the price is in Desert Rose. So you might not find the identical color, but the blend out and the formula, the applicator, it's all giving the same vibe. I had another color that I thought was very similar. This one from Rare is Joy. Poppy Peach from Beauty Creation. You can see the formula is very similar. And bonus, something cool that Beauty Creation did is they have corresponding lip products. So if you want to match your blush to your lip and have it be in the same color family, no brainer. You want things to look very uniform. They have that option as well, and I thought it was really cute. Moving into setting mist, because I do want to set the face, we are going to go with our luxury side, Danessa Myricks right here. You guys, this is only like a $12 difference in price. However, Carslin, our dupe for mattifying, blurring, like a liquid powder. They both have that kind of shake 'em up situation. A lot of zinc, polymers, silica, dimethicones. Like, it's very much supposed to give you a blurred finish. I've been loving this Carcelin one a lot. The more I use it, the more I like it. And this one from Danessa is really nice, but if we need a budget option, this is the way to go. So we're gonna give half a spritz over here. The mister is really, really nice on the Danessa Myrix one. Nothing wrong with it. But this one's gonna do the same thing. Ingredient-wise, there's a ton of overlap. And it's just gonna lock you in and give the skin a subtle mattifying blur. For my final dupe that I actually don't have the bottle in front of me, but I keep thinking of a meaningful way to share with you guys how incredible this fragrance is. I've talked about it on live and I cannot stop. I can't stop loving this, smelling this. I love this so, so much. The packaging is really cool. It actually reminds me of the Chanel Sublimage package. Used to be like a twist up package like this. Very unique styling for fragrance, but I like it because you can pop this in the purse. It's not just a body mist. It's a little more potent than that, but still it's very easy to travel with. And I am a perfume maniac. You guys know I almost launched my own line of fragrance. I used to be a fragrance model, spritzing, you know, handing out the samples. Love good smelling things. And I have a beauty encyclopedia brain. So when it comes to fragrances that I've known in the past, if I smell something new, I'm like, oh my gosh, this smells just like Chantecaille. Chantecaille fragrances are like $250 a bottle. I kid you not, but they are borderline euphoric. Like, you put them on and you are out of body, transported. There's something so magical about their fragrances. They're beautiful. They have a very particular warmth to them that I am detecting in the Pixie fragrances, which is why I wanted to give them a little shout out. There's Pure Rose. Rose scented anything usually gives me the ick. So this one is actually a very beautiful blend. The one I like the most is Pink Mimosa. You guys find this, try this. You will be just like blown away by the floral, sexy softness. It smells so high end. It does not smell cheap whatsoever. And I have been fooled. I have bought fragrances off of TikTok that people are like, oh my gosh, this is so luxurious, la 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 la. And it's like beautiful bottle and it smells like XYZ, and I get it. And there's always something that's kind of a little bit off about it. These ones, I'm putting my stamp of approval like loud on this because these are gorgeous. Fig, so good. Pure Fig and Mimosa are my favorites, but any of these are fantastic. I want to say they're around $18. They're not crazy expensive. So comparing that to the Chantecaille price, I thought I would squeeze that Pixie moment in this video for you all. I will have everything linked and listed in the description box below.
Hello, gorgeous.
What do you think is the cheap side?
There's no cheap side on you ever. But like, you want me to pick the dupe side? Close your eyes.
Well, the shadow's actually the same on both sides, so that could be tricking you. He doesn't know.
Luxury dupe.
You are wrong. You are wrong. You usually get it right. That means I have done an extra spectacular job at my job. I love doing these videos so much. This was very successful. Love fooling my husband because that does not always happen. All right, you guys, that wraps it up for me. I love you so much. Leave me your comments. Let me know if you have hunted down any dupes that you want me to try. I love hearing from you. And other than that, you guys go and have a great day, whatever you are doing. And I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.